What is going on, everybody? What is going on? I have some questions about this here and there. This is a Stihl FS94R. This, if I'm not mistaken, was the first one I ever seen on YouTube. I pre-ordered it. Got a couple of them, and it's still working. Recently, I had to take that starter off and I had to change the pause. It has went through many spark plugs, coil, what all have I done to this thing? It has not went through fuel lines. The fuel lines are original. I haven't changed nothing on the inside. I had to take the spark arrestor out. I've had to take the exhaust off and clean out the carbon. These are bad for that. So I had to take the whole exhaust off, and I did a video showing the inside. So this is year number 7 with it. Do I use it much now? No. Does it crank? Yes. It cranks as good as it's always cranked for 7 years old, and everybody knows a 2-stroke Stihl ain't like my favorite brand. They do not crank that good. Now the 4-stroke Stihls, the 9091, the 110, 111, which they used to be a FS100RX. It's a 111RX now, and a 110 and 111, 130, 131. If you got any of those numbers, and you see where the spark plug's at, we'll tell you where it is. Do you see this spark plug? It's top dead center on the jug. If you have it on the front, like most of them, that's a 4-stroke. Because the valve's on the top. You got to have it offset. Now, you'll also see Japanese Stihl bought a bunch of Red Max engines forever ago. And you'll see that if a Stihl has it at an angle, the spark plug, that's a Red Max engine Stihl. So, if it's a 4-stroke, you can tell just by how it's on the front. This is a 2-stroke. You're going to say I mix oil on my 2-stroke or 111 and all them numbers? No, you're wrong. It's a 4 mix. It's a 4-stroke. It uses mixed oil. There is no such thing as a true 2-stroke. I hate that word more than anything. It's a 2-stroke or it's a 4-stroke. If you want to call it a hybrid 4 mix, that's fine. That's what Stihl calls it. But they don't call it a 2-stroke or a pure 2-stroke. This is a 2-stroke, period. Piston goes up and down, that's it. 4-stroke, it goes up and down twice. 4 strokes. A stroke is just this. Then up, that's 2. Watch. 1, 2. That's 1 full stroke. It's 2-stroke. 1, 2. Now if the piston goes down, up, that's a 4-stroke. There is no change in that. I don't give a good goddamn if you put diesel in it, mix diesel. It's still a 2-stroke or it's still a 4-stroke. Period. So the piston's top dead center. Little spark plug. We'll make a little sparky. Blows it up. Pushes the piston down. That's it. It's a backup for the compression. And on the way down, it lets the exhaust out. A little side port. Lets the exhaust out after the explosion. And it goes down at the bottom. And then here it comes back up. And get some fuel, and then it compresses the fuel. Bam! Pushes that piston back down. Lets the exhaust out on that downstroke. On back up, mixes it, the carburetor, get in there. Then you've got 2 mix, you know, of course, in the jug and everything. Some can draw from there, some mostly, you know, it's from the carburetor goes right in the side of the head, or the jug, it's not a head. So, whoop, and on the way up, after it went down, the 2-stroke, the fuel comes back into it. And when it goes up into it, it compresses air and fuel mixture till it's real tight and volatile, and then the spark ignites it and pushes it down. It's 2-stroke. If it's a 4-stroke, it has a valve that comes down, lets the gas in, and then the valve closes. And then it has a compression stroke, whoop, and then it boom. Whoop, boom, whoop, boom. So it's got an exhaust valve that comes down on the way up. One valve goes down for the fuel, then it closes the head off, so the piston's in there. Then when it ignites it on the up, the exhaust valve goes down and lets the carbon out. Fuel, carbon, or exhaust, whatever you want to call it. It's still carbon. That's a 4-stroke, 2-stroke, whook, whook, 4-stroke, whook, 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 whook. That's it. All right. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. It's really that simple. I'm overthinking it because I get critiqued so bad, and because sometimes I do make a mistake when I'm talking, but I know what I'm talking about. That's all that matters. All right, let's see if it'll crank. All right. It's been a good trimmer. Every employee I've had uses it or used it. I just changed the starter paw on it. It wasn't starting. You could just pull it and nothing. Here, that's got some good compression knowing it's 7 freaking years old. This is the original primer bulb. See, it ain't had no gas in it. It's been a while. So we'll do a fair test of an old, a fair test on an old Stihl. Turn it up, push it in. So now it's choked. Don't touch the throttle. It about 3 times usually. It's not too bad. Ooh. Uh-oh. We could play hopscotch and let it spin around me, jump it. Should I do that? You don't want to see that. Well, it let me down. It's a Stihl. They don't never crank good if they're the 2-stroke ones. The 4-stroke crank real good because it's a 4-stroke. Now I did find my old head and I put it back on here. Check this out. This is the original, what you call speed feed for Stihl. I made a video about this. You turn this right here, see it going in? They made a new version of this. So I put it back on there and loaded it up with titanium force from Husqvarna. But there you go. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm cooking chili. Got rained out today, so I said, what the heck? It's been a good trimmer. Everything's still there. Really, that's all I've replaced. The angle of the head, I'm not a fan of. I used to be till I got a Husqvarna. It's a good trimmer. If you buy a Stihl, if you buy an Echo, if you buy a Husqvarna, which Husqvarna owns Red Max, same company, same crap that I love the most, you're going to get good crap. I mean, it's all plasticky, but it hasn't failed me. Like Husqvarna's all nice and Stihl's all. But by golly, you can't deny it's still together. I don't like that little ping in the clutch is still. I did replace the clutch spring, so I've had this apart. Clutch is right here. I have made a video, it's on my channel somewhere, replacing that. It's a 2014, I pre-ordered it. The trigger is not broke. I made several videos talking about how much better this handle is than the old one, so Stihl did go to this handle. Did they change all of them for me? I doubt it. Did I point out to it? They use all of all these companies use all of us YouTubers as feedback because we're the ones making the videos about it. Did you see what I'm saying? So did I have influence in it? I don't know, probably. I was the first one I made this trimmer popular. It's not a brag. It's not a brag. But nobody even knew what a 94R was when they come out, and I pre-ordered them. One of them. And I made so many videos and bragged and bragged and bragged. And I had so many. It's like now, with the one I use now, I get constant messages telling me thanks for helping them choose the trimmer I use. Constantly. It ain't Stihl no more. And I've got them, and I'm going to make a whole video of just these comments to prove it. Or y'all can go through my videos and watch them. Or, well, you can't see my private messages I get, but that's not a brag. That's just, and they thank me because they try me. Everybody that bought a Stihl with my recommendations are still happy. The Echo 2620T, they're still happy. Why? Because they're good. My baby, my 525 LST by Husqvarna, I get messages constantly about that. That just changed the whole game with a solid. See, this has a solid steel cable, Stihl calls it, but it's flex cable. But it is, you know, It is what it is. It has it broke. It smacks. You can hear these things smack. Stihl has that ting, 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 ting. Everything's got to vibrate and smack. That's why Husqvarna is better. Now, Echo's got a 4 braided layer cable in 2622. I think they should have a solid cable, solid shaft like Husqvarna does. Then you don't have no vibration. Unless the head, you get trimmer line out of whack. So, this is a good trimmer. This is a 7-year review. I don't have much to say because I've done said everything. The handle's damaged because of an ex-employee. That's why. But anyway, it's good. If you got any questions for it, let me know. I've got chili to cook. I would recommend these still to this day, unless you don't got a Husqvarna dealer or an Echo dealer. My third choice, peace and chicken grease. Although the 4-mix Stihls I like better, just saying. I just don't like the sound of them, that's why I don't buy them. And I don't like adjusting valves, so 2 strokes is the way to go. Peace, chicken grease.